Hi everyone, it's Norma and I'm really excited. I am here today with my very first Homeworx candle haul. I'm sure as many of you know by now, last year Harry Slatkin made a comeback to QVC and introduced his Homeworx candle line. Now, for various reasons, I did not jump onto the bandwagon at that time. Mostly I had other things going on in my life. As you may recall, I went to Egypt and I spent a lot of money unexpectedly. So I was like, I have so many candles. I really just can't do this right now. So much to my regret, I kind of had to bypass all the hoopla last year. And I really regretted it when earlier this year, before Harry's Christmas in July special, in July of course, he sent out samples of his new collection to so many people. Not only YouTube reviewers, but basically if anybody had a Twitter account, a YouTube account, had bought his candles and reviewed them, he was sending candles out left and right. And I have to admit, I felt a little bit left out because, you know, I've been reviewing candles for a long time. I've been an avid QVC shopper for a long time, and a lot of these people had never heard of QVC, and they're getting sent candles, and I didn't get anything. But oh well, that's okay. It's, you know, it's meant to be. Things work out the way they're supposed to. But I knew last year when I wasn't able to participate that I was definitely going to get on the bandwagon this year. So I patiently waited for his Christmas in July Today's Special Value. Now, if you're not familiar with QVC, the way it works is in July, they have Christmas in July all month long. And whoever is on at midnight gets the Today's Special Value. So Harry had a Today's Special Value. I believe it was the launch of the Christmas in July. I can't remember which show it was because they had shows all month long. And he had a really good deal. He had not 2 candles, because normally you have to buy his candles in a set of 2, but he had a set of 3 candles in a harvest collection and a holiday collection. And he offered free shipping. So for those of you who are familiar with QVC, free shipping is a big deal. Because normally QVC, they charge you shipping not per order, but per item. So if you place an order for 5 items, you get charged an individual shipping cost for each item. So the shipping can really add up. So for Harry to have a Today's Special Value, having 3 candles instead of 2, and free shipping was a really, really big deal. So I jumped on that bandwagon along with many of you. I have been just amazed at seeing the posts this week because the candles just started shipping out. Harry won't ship during the summer months because, you know, we've all had the horror stories of candles shipping during the heat of the summer and they arrive melting, misshapen, you know, wax leaking out the box, you know, disaster stories. Luckily, it has never happened to me, but it has happened to a lot of people in my Facebook group, and it's happened to a lot of you, I know. So he won't ship until September. So the day was September 15th. It is now September 24th. And my candles arrived today, and people have been getting their candles all week. And I've been just amazing, you know, they show the boxes arriving at their doorstep, and they're not 1 box, 2 box, 3 boxes, 4 boxes. We're talking 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 boxes. And in each of those boxes, you got, you know, 2 or 3 candles. So some people just went all out between the Christmas in July and now September. Because, of course, he's had additional shows. He's introduced additional collections. But I was good. You guys know I have a huge, massive candle collection, and sadly, I'm still in the hundreds, even though I've been pretty good about buying candles. So I had to be really good. I had to be very selective. But I was definitely getting the Today's Special Value. So you see before you the harvest and the holiday. I do have another collection coming, his townhouse collection. He had apple and pumpkin. I did get the apple. Hopefully that will be here tomorrow or in a couple days. I didn't get the pumpkin, although I may. We'll see. We'll see. But I'm really excited because I've been waiting a long time to try these candles out. And I have to say, first of all, that they are beautiful. Now, out of each collection, I do have my favorites, which I'll talk about. But I'm going to start with the Harvest collection. And I'm going to start with this one here, which is Harvest Leaves. Now, hopefully, they are heavy, so I do need both hands to hold these candles. Now, this is, of course, my first impression on cold. So, you know, things may change as I start burning them, because my understanding is, you know, one day you may smell one thing and the next day you smell another, and so the scent notes kind of drift back and forth. I'm not going to talk about the size of the candles, the comparisons with Bath & Body Works, because, you know, like I said, these candles have been out there. They've been reviewed for quite a while, so you can always check out those reviews. These are just going to be my impressions of what these candles actually are. Now, this one is actually a returning scent. It was out last year in the 3-wick. This time it came back in a 4-wick. And Harvest Leaves. The fragrance notes read spice pumpkin, mandarin, cranberry, fir balsam, and applewood. And I was really surprised to see that it had pumpkin, because I just don't remember pumpkin when the candles were presented. I was thinking it was going to be more like a apple, leafy, woodsy type scent. And this one is a little bit surprising to me because it's not a foodie candle, but I definitely get a little bit of a foodie note. And I guess I can't really talk about this candle without talking about this one back here, the pumpkin caramel corn. Now, this one is the one I was a little bit worried about, because, you know, I like some bakery candles. I'm not going to say I'm not a bakery person at all, but I do like some bakery candles. You know, but I'm pretty basic when it comes to bakery. I mean, I love a good lemon cookie type of scent. You know, you guys, if you've been watching my channel, that's like my holy grail. I love a great apple pie scent. Basically, I'm like more of a fruit bakery type of person. So this one, you know, a lot of people had compared it with Bath & Body Works Summer Boardwalk, and well, that's a great scent. It's like, sometimes it can be too much. So I was a little bit worried about this one. But everybody assured me it wasn't really sweet, because I can't do like sickeningly sweet candles. And I have to say, it's not super, super sweet. Now, the scent notes on this one are buttery crackle caramel, pumpkin spice, and fresh popcorn. And you do get all that. Now, I do think that the pumpkin note in both of these is very similar, which is probably why I'm getting a little bit of a foodie note in this one. And by the way, I like the fact that these come with dust covers and with lids. Yeah, I do like that. So I think there's a similarity between these two. So I would imagine burning both of these together would be really nice. But let's stick with Harvest Leaves for right now. So what do I smell? The first thing I get is that foodie note, which I'm assuming is going to be coming from your spiced pumpkin. I get a little bit of the other notes, the mandarin, the cranberry, the fir balsam, the applewood. Fir balsam, not so much. I mean, I swear, a little bit of the cranberry. I think the mandarin and the applewood are just kind of a background fruity note, but I do, for some reason, I was thinking Harvest Leaves was definitely going to be more of an apple. I think I was thinking it was going to be kind of like Yankee Candle's Autumn Wreath, in that vein of scents, and it's not at all. It's definitely, to me, got a little bit of a foodie bakery note to it, with that cranberry and fir balsam kind of giving it a little crisper edge. So it'll be really interesting to see what this smells like. Which brings me to another issue. I don't know which one to burn first. I was originally going to burn this one, but I'm thinking I might do Harvest Leaves, or maybe I'll alternate and try them both together. So pumpkin caramel corn, buttery crackle caramel, pumpkin spice, and fresh popcorn. And I definitely say you get all of that. I get the caramel, but it's not a sickeningly sweet caramel, which I'm very happy about. I get a little bit of the corn and the pumpkin. So I think, as much as I was afraid of this one, I think it's going to be okay. So, and that leads me to my favorite of the bunch, which is Autumn Pinecone. And this is the one that made me definitely want to buy the collection. It has fallen pine cones, red oak, fresh eucalyptus, and juniper berry. And I think a lot of people compared it to Autumn, which is one of my favorite Bath & Body Works candles. I know I said I wasn't going to compare, but I can't help bringing it up. And there's definitely similarities, but this is so much more deeper, richer, and intense. I can definitely smell the coolness of the eucalyptus. I can definitely pick up the juniper. I mean, to me, this is fall in a jar right here. Autumn Pinecone. I know I'm going to really enjoy it. And I'm tempted to burn this one first, but because it's my favorite, I kind of want to savor it. So we'll see. I may have to alternate. I normally, when I burn a candle, I normally finish it and then I move on. But I may have to like alternate these candles to see, because they're not exactly what I expected, and I just don't know which one I'm going to be in the mood for. I mean, thank God finally the weather has turned fallish. We've been in the month of September, mostly like in the 80s, 90s. It's been really hot and humid. It's more like, July, August weather. Today it's been in the 60s and raining and cool, so perfect day for these candles to arrive. So actually, I really like all three of the Harvest. And on cold, my favorite is the Autumn Pinecone. But things change. Once you start burning things and the sentinels come out, we'll see. So stay tuned for my, what I'm burning now videos and my empties videos to see what I think. I don't know if I'm going to individually review these candles. Maybe I'll review them as a set instead of individually. Maybe that's what I'll do. We'll see. But like I said, there's been so many reviews out already. It's like I don't want to overkill. Because I'm sure Harry's going to come out with more candles, new candles. So now we have the holiday collection. This was the first one I opened up. And I was like a little bit shocked because I could tell it was the holiday collection from the looks of it. Because, we have the silver lids versus the gold lids. I don't know if you guys can see the difference. I'm sorry, my lighting is atrocious today. You can't really tell. But I smell like sweetness. And I thought, oh my goodness, they put my pumpkin caramel corn in my holiday collection. But no, what I was smelling was this one, Winter Hearth. And I know this is a favorite with a lot of you. And the notes are crisp juniper, warmed brandy, incense, and icy spruce. Well, you definitely get the crisp juniper, icy spruce. Incense, I love incense. I'm not getting it too much on cold. I really hope that comes out because I love incense candles. But you definitely get the warm brandy. And I hope that kind of goes in the background a little bit because it is really sweet to me. So we'll see what happens. I like it. My first thought was, ugh, I'm not sure. But the more I sniff it and I can smell the juniper and I can smell the, the spruce, I think I'm going to really like it. I know, and I know many of you guys, this is like out of the entire winter holiday collection. I know this is a favorite with many of you. I think this one will probably be a January candle for me, like right after the holidays when, you know, the snow really kicks in. You know, 'cause I'm in Michigan, it can get really cold and snowy in January, and I think that's going to be a really, really nice, cozy scent if I don't burn it before then. Now this one is Frozen Balsam. This is another return candle from last year, and the notes are fir balsam, frosted ozone, bergamot, oak moss, and evergreen. And this was really popular. You know, this is nice. It doesn't quite smell like any other like Christmas tree type scent that I've had before. It's a little bit unique, so I can see why it was very popular, but at the same time it's not piney to me. There's definitely, with the balsam, a little bit of sweetness. It's a little bit sweeter than I expected, which for a tree scent, that's perfectly fine with me. I just don't like sweet bakery. I like sweet trees. I can definitely pick up that oak moss though. I mean, it's nice. I mean, I'm surprised. Well, maybe it's the bergamot I'm smelling, because I was going to say I'm surprised there's not like a little bit of a fruit or a citrus note in there. So it's probably the bergamot, which can be, you know, from the orange family. Maybe that's what I'm smelling, but it doesn't smell cologne-y, because a lot of times when you see bergamot in a candle, it can be really cologne-y, masculine. I'm not smelling that at all. It is a really pleasant fragrance. I'm not sure how special it is, but I know it was wildly popular last year, and they brought it back this year. And I'm sure I'll eat my words once I burn it, because it is nice. It is nice. I don't know what I'm smelling that I like. It smells fruit. I smell fruit, like there's orange or something in there. But yeah, I do like it a lot. But my hands down favorite is Mistletoe Magic. Now this is one that everybody did say was a repackage of a Bath & Body Works candle, which I had never had, which is Winter Garland. And the notes in this one read black currant, pine needles, fir balsam, and pomelo. So, for those of you who love your citrus pine scents, this one is the bomb. It reminds me a lot of colonial candles. Oh God, what was it called? Frankincense and fir. If you like your orange pine scents, grapefruit pine, any kind of citrus pine scents, this one is definitely for you. To me, this is Christmas in a jar. I absolutely love this one. I can't wait to burn it. And this one, if it came back in a set of 2 next year, I would definitely buy it again. If it comes back in a set of 2 this year, I would definitely buy it again. I absolutely adore this one. Out of the entire collection, between the harvest and the holiday, this one is hands down my favorite, Mistletoe Magic. Absolutely love it. And then Autumn Pine Cone would be my second. And the others are very nice. I do enjoy them. I'm excited to see how they burn, how they throw, how they pull. I mean, I've heard nothing but good things about these candles, so I'm really excited. I'm not expecting to have any bad reporting, so stay tuned for that. And like I said, my biggest question is, what am I going to burn first? Yeah, so I think I'm going to start with Harvest Leaves. So stay tuned. I'm really excited seeing all the haul pictures on my Facebook group. And if you guys like this video, please comment, like, and subscribe below. And tell me what you think. What are your favorites? I know you guys are getting candles. I know you are. I've seen the pictures. You can't hide the evidence from me. So have a good night, everybody. Bye. And I just thought I'd show you that I have Harvest Leaves going on now.